Hey guys, figured I'd do an update video on the Budget Nova. Now, I started this thing just a little over 2 years ago, like 2 years and 2 weeks ago, and I tried to claim I was going to get it done in 45 days and for a budget of $5,000. Well, apparently I failed miserably on the 45 days, and I'm definitely over the $5,000 mark, but that's okay. I've still got all my notes on what I spent to get it started, and I'm not a long way over $5,000, but I'm over. And I always kind of knew I'd be over it, but it was a nice benchmark to try for. So here's where we're at. The Budget Nova is sold. A guy named Jeff from Iowa is buying it. I can't wait to meet him. We've talked a bunch. I've seen him some pictures, and I've been thrashing on this thing. And he's being a very patient man, because dealing with me, sometimes you need to be patient, because I'm a slacker sometimes when it comes to getting stuff done, because I've been busy, which is why I took a 3-month break. But I'll get to that in another video. Now, Budget Nova, we've been thrashing on it a bunch. My wife has been helping me. We've got, of course, the engine and transmission is in, and then it was out, and then it was back in again. And we were putting a wiring harness in it. So originally, I was going to put this harness I got from Amazon in there. It's like a couple $100. But the problem with these is they don't have a bulkhead connector. So when you put them in, and you pass the wires through the firewall, you've either got to close up the factory hole that's in there and then put a bunch of grommets and stuff in there and figure it all out. Even though that does mount to the factory location, it's got the diagonal bolt pattern on there. But it's really a pain. And this kit comes with like one relay for the horn or something. It comes with a bag full of connectors, but it's just really the turn signal switch connector and 2 headlight connectors and a couple of grounds. It does come with the connectors on it for an ignition switch and a headlight switch, and then it comes with all the terminals pre-terminated for the turn signal switch, and then you pick whichever connector you're going to use and put them in there. And that's pretty much everything it comes with. So instead, I'm in the middle of putting in a very nice American Auto Wire update harness. And excuse my shop is completely nasty, because first I was thrashing on Franken Nova, then I was thrashing on the Budget Nova, then I was thrashing on Franken Nova. Yeah, so I've got a mess, but I'm getting through it. So I'm putting in an American Auto Wire update harness. This is a very, very high quality harness. It's made in USA. I think New Jersey's where they're at, and I'm not affiliated with them or sponsored by them in any way. But it has the bulkhead connectors on here. Half the harness is already installed. It comes with a ton of the other connectors and terminals that you need. It comes with a nice maxi fuse kit so that you probably won't burn your car to the ground. It comes with new taillight sockets and headlight sockets, headlight switch, dimmer switch, a bunch of extra circuits and stuff that you might or might not need, like if you need a speed sensor for your speedometer. They've got that. It comes with pretty much everything you need. There's a few things you have to change on it, because out of the box, even though it says 69 to 72 Nova, it is configured for like a 69 Camaro or something, and your instrument cluster connector is wired for the Camaro, and you have to swap this over if you're going to use the Nova. Alright, so I've got some sound dampening stuff laid out. I've got to finish cleaning and painting the back of that, and then I'm going to put my sound dampener in, clean everything up real good. I've got my wiring harness figured out under the dash right there. I'm not sure how well you can see it with this light, but I've got the wiring harness under the dash. I got my heater box in, that's hooked up. Most of that hooks to either the headlight switch, the ignition switch, which I haven't got hooked up yet, and the instrument cluster, which the headlight switch is in the instrument cluster. So, and then there's a couple, like a neutral safety switch I have to hook up. My rear harness is installed. I also got my quarter glass in that was broken. I tried to make a video out of changing that, and it's just a terrible video. I was going to, because people have asked me before, hey, how do I get the glass out and change it? Well, I was going to show you, but trust me, the video was just terrible, so I just didn't post it. I'm not even sure I finished editing it. That's how bad it was going to be. So I've got the taillight sockets and all that already wired in. I've got to put some loom over that, but it's not a big deal. I got to put my side markers in and my bulbs in, and we're good back here. We're ready to go. So, Budget Nova, we're getting there. It's coming along. Got all the fuel system stuff. I got a big old pile of parts here. I've got a new gas tank, new fuel lines. I've got new wheels and tires that are going on it, and I'm not going to tell you what those are, but Jeff, the guy buying it, he knows what they are. We talked about it, agreed on them, and it's going to look really cool. I think the car is going to be nice. He's probably going to be happy with it. We're going to be meeting them as soon as I get done with this thing. We're going to drive halfway to Iowa to meet him with the car, and going to hang out with him for a little bit. I'm excited to get done with this thing and make him happy, because I really want him to be happy, and I really want to be done with this so I can get on to other stuff. And speaking of other projects, I've still got some other Novas to work on. I've got the 4-door to 2-door conversion. That was a bit more project than I was ready to do at the time I started that, so it had to go on the back burner. Now I have done some work to it, but not a whole bunch. But we're going to get, as soon as I get done with this car, we're going to get it out of here, and that car's coming in. We're going to finish it up, and then I've got another Budget Nova project. I'm kind of Budget Nova, you'll see, that I'm going to do. I've got engine projects. I've got all kind of stuff. I got my flow bench. You probably didn't see the video because it bombed miserably, but that's okay. Going to have some cool videos on flow bench and porting some heads and stuff like that. I'm not going to say I'm good at it. We're going to show you how to do it. We're going to see how bad I am at it, and I'll have proof of how bad I am at it now. And I'm going to upgrade my flow bench so it'll work better than what it currently does. Even though it does work, I want it to be a little more accurate at low lifts and stuff like that. So got a few things coming, and I'll make another video about where I went for 3 months. But I took a break and back now full-time. Well, not full-time YouTube. I have a regular job, but now I'm back at doing videos as often as I can. So hopefully we'll see you guys soon, and thanks for watching. See you next time.